welcome to episode 32 of the Arctic Knitting Podcast. My name is Emilie and I am as always coming to you from Narvik in the northern part of Norway where it is currently snowing. So today is Monday, no it's not, it's Sunday the 7th of May and we are getting more snow. And I think it's because my boyfriend took both of our cars yesterday and changed into summer tires. So basically now they are useless. Hopefully it will be better by tomorrow. So I'm just going to pop up real quick on the screen where you can find me so that I don't have to ramble on about that for too long. And today I'm going to talk with you about some little bit of admin stuff. I have a few works in progress, I have Arctic Yarns news, and I have a little bit of an Arctic Living segment. Let's start with admin. First of all, this is going to be a shorter episode. It's not going to be quite as it usually is. Just because I'm really short on time. I feel like I have been very good lately recording every Sunday and putting out videos every Monday, sometimes Tuesday just because it takes time to upload to YouTube. But I feel like I've been doing really well on that area and I really want to continue that role and keep having weekly podcasts because it makes me feel so much comfortable about doing them. I really love doing podcasts, but when I do them every week, it's just, I don't feel so weird doing them. I don't know if I explained that right, but hopefully you will understand what I mean. So I decided to put out a short episode today, rather than no episode, just to keep on having Monday episodes. So admin stuff. First of all, big, huge thank you to everyone who has supported my business on Kickstarter. I'm blown away. I set a goal. I wasn't sure if I was going to reach it, and I did in the first 4 days, which is absolutely amazing. So thank you so much. I'm not going to talk more about that right now because I know some of you might not be interested, so that's what I'm going to talk more about in the Arctic Yarn segment. Second admin stuff. The Koftalon came to an end the 1st of May. I didn't pick a winner last week just because I didn't have the time, and I wasn't really sure about the price because I don't want to go over the top when it comes to prices. I don't want Knitlongs to be all about the prices, but at the same time I want it to be a real price, and I want to not choose a person. I use random.org, but I really want the person who wins a Knitlong to get a good price. So I was thinking a little bit back and forth, and I have decided that the winner is going to get 12 skeins, a sweater's quantity of Finull, which is like the most Norwegian of Norwegian yarns. It is not Norwegian wool, it is a commercial wool, it is not too expensive. So that's why I feel like I can give that away as a prize. This is the yarn. This is not the exact yarn, this is yarn from my stash, but this is what it looks like. I took out a few colors just to show you. That's an old label, but it's the same yarn. This is yarn from Rauma, which is Rauma Ullvarefabrik, which is a Norwegian commercial yarn company. It is Finull, which is 100% Norwegian wool. It is 2-thread. It is 175 meters on 50 grams. So 12 skein is 600 grams. And it gives you 26 stitches for 10 centimeters on 3mm needles. So the reason I haven't bought the yarn for this price is because when I'm giving away a sweater's quantity of this is the kind of yarn that is really traditionally used for koftas. And when I'm giving away a sweater's quantity of this, I feel like the winner should get to choose their colors. So if the winner would please get in touch with me, and I will send you like a color thing where you can see all the colors, and you can choose how many skeins of each color and what color you want. So the winner for this was post number 14, which is, I'm not sure, I'm probably butchering this, but it is KY Spinner, which I'm putting down here. So congratulations, you just won an awesome prize of Norwegian yarns. Get in touch with me and I will ship that out to you. Now I'm just going to talk a little bit about my works in progress. I haven't been knitting very much this last week, but I have been doing some crocheting actually. Just This week everything is living in my Stormberg shopping bag. Stormberg is a Norwegian sports clothing store. They also have like outdoor clothes, so that's what I have been doing there. I have not been buying sports clothes. Not any chance that I'm going to be like a big sports person anytime soon. But I have been crocheting a little bit this week. Can you guess what I have been crocheting on? I have been crocheting on my granny's dry blanket. So you can see. This is half of the width. I'm having it double. The width of the blanket is actually quite a bit more than my wingspan. If I held it out, my complete wingspan, it's a little bit tight in here. Let's see. I still have, you still can't see it, this much left. So this blanket is about 220 across, and it's going to be for our bed, I think, because it's the only place this would go. I am using all scrap yarns. I haven't been working on this for a while and haven't been showing it off for a while either, so I'm just going to tell you what I did. I crocheted on or hooked on or whatever a long chain, which I not sure what I did. I found a tutorial on Attic24 and I just went with it. I have no idea what the terminology is. This is a little bit tight, but now that it is growing, it was bothering me a little bit, but it's bothering me less and less, because whenever I try this on to see if it will fit my bed yet. It won't. But this edge here, which is kind of bumpy, it kind of curls over the side of the bed, so it actually works out quite fine. It's not perfect, but I'm not going to rip out to fix it, and I'm not sure I will ever finish this because it is so huge. So since the last time I worked on this, or last time I showed you, which is, I have been doing this much, and I have actually done all of that this week. I finished up one of my magic cakes, and I'm going to hook on another one, and I'm going to take this with me when I'm going traveling this week, because it's just perfect for working on in hotel rooms when I'm talking with other people. I'm looking at my scrap yarns. So what I do, whenever I get a mini skein, or I have leftovers from some projects, which is like a small leftover. I won't do this if I have 50 grams of leftovers, then I will try to use it in another project. But when I do have a mini skein or a leftover that is less than, say, 25 grams, I am, first of all, I'm knitting it into my Cozy Memories blanket, which I haven't shown you in a while because I haven't worked in it, I think, this year. I put it in one square. Last week I put it in one square, but I haven't been working on that at all. So that's why I haven't been showing it off. I should probably take that, put that back on my couch again and try to work some square on that. Whenever I have a mini skein, first of all I make square in my Cozy Memories blanket, and then I take the leftover of that mini skein and I put it in like a jar, just like this. This is my hand-dyed mini skein, which I'm sending out with parcels, but I put them in a jar and I keep them all there, and whenever I feel like it, I just wind them up into magic cakes and I crochet them into this. Which means that every last little bit of the yarn gets used, which is so good. I really enjoy I really enjoy the Cozy Memories blanket, but this is just, it uses every meter of yarn, which is so amazing. So I have no idea how much I chained on. I just chained until I felt it was long enough, and because it grew a little bit after, it is way bigger. I was planning on it to be like 1 meter and 20, 1 meter 50, somewhere around that, 150 centimeters that is, but I ended up with 220 centimeters, so it got quite a bit bigger than I intended it to be, but I'm fine with it. And I have no idea how many that was. I didn't count at all. I just, until I felt it was long enough. And I am using a clover hook, which I don't have here, but I'm using 3.5 millimeter needles. 3.5 millimeter hook. And the reason for that is that I have two hooks. I have two crochet hooks, that's 5 millimeter and 3.5. So I went with 3.5. So that's all the thinking I did behind that. that's one of my works in progress. The other one I showed you and talked about last time, it is this shawl, which I haven't been working much on. But you can now see how the yarn is knitting up. I don't think you could last time. I really love this. It knits up amazing. And the light is quite weird today. I don't have anything to put, because I have a spotlight right over my head. And I actually tried, before starting this podcast, I tried to take a book. And I did like this. That's perfect. This is the color. Of course I can't sit like this an entire podcast. And I tried putting something, big plates or something. This. I tried putting this, which is my folio. It's a little studio thing that I use for taking photos of yarn. I tried putting that on the top shelf, just a little bit out of the shelf, to see if that would help, but it didn't. It wasn't big enough. So this is what we have to deal with. Putting that book away again. But this is the color. This is my hand-dyed yarn, and the colorway is Frozen Toes. It looks amazing. I really, really love this color. It's one of my favorite colors. It's a quite new color, and I put it up in the shop and it just flew away. So I'm definitely going to dye more of this whenever I get my next dyeing session. So this is going to be a shawl like, let's see, like this. I still haven't sewn in the ends. I'm going to do that tomorrow because I want to wear this next week. But on this one, I'm going to, I use this instead of the yellow, and this edge here is going to be in my viola color, which is a reddish purple color. It's very similar to this color that's in here, so it's going to look amazing, I think. So this is a shawl of my own design. I have the chart ready, but I haven't written it up. I haven't had the time. But it's gonna get done, I promise. And I already have test knitters for this, so I really should get it finished and send it over their way, because I really love it. I really love this shawl, and it's so much fun to knit, and it's quite easy, and it just flew by. It doesn't look like it, but it does flew by. The first one was done in no time, the second one just takes forever. I'm using my Knit Pro Sings. Again, you can't really see them because of the light, but it is Knit Pro Sings, I promise you, and it's 3.5mm needles. So, I only have one more work in progress, and this is a new cast on. So for this one, I am using my hand-dyed yarn again, and this is the yarn that I showed off last time. It is Norwegian wool, and I really love it. It smells shipping. So this is Pelsol. It is a Norwegian wool that I'm going to start dyeing thanks to you guys. I wasn't sure if I could afford it, so I put up a Kickstarter page and it is funded, and I am so happy, and I am going to order. I won't get the money from Kickstarter until the end of May, so I have to wait because of, I can wait after I order, I can wait 14 days or 2 weeks before paying, so I'm going to wait until after 17th of May, and then I'm going to order yarns to dye, and I'm so excited. So this is what I am making. Let's see. And I am using circular needles. I think it's just because I rambled on the last 2 episodes that I would use double points whenever I could. But this is a stranded colorwork hat. See? There it is. That's one repeat of the short. So this is going to be a hat. I'm not sure. I don't feel like this is an itchy yarn, but I know some people will, and this is not merino. It is more like Norwegian yarn, actually, which it is. I wouldn't have any problems wearing this up to my skin or my neck. But if you are used to like the really super soft merino silk blends, this would probably be a little bit rough on you. But you could get used to it, and it is so beautiful, and as you can see, it works. See, I'm using stitches. I said them. As you can see, it is working beautiful. It's round anything. So I'm using 2.5mm needles, and this is the kind of yarn that when you wash it, it is going to bloom and it's going to be so gorgeous. So I am almost done with the shirt, and then it's going to be just stockinette stitch. So hopefully I will get the shirt on today or tomorrow, so I can take it with me when I travel. This is also a design by me, and I have decided that because I'm so happy with everyone that has finished their garments for the koftalong, I really wanted to give something for everyone, but I can't afford to pay shipping to like send everyone a miniskirt. So I'm going to give everyone a pattern. And because it is a koftalong, which is strand knitting, and it is for Norwegian, mainly Norwegian patterns, I'm going to give everyone this pattern. And as just my personal way of saying thank you for, I'm losing stitches again. Thank you for participating in the koftalong, and thank you for showing off all that beautiful inspiration in the finished objects thread. I'm also going to check out, I'm not sure if there has been many people that didn't finish, but if you have posted in the works or in the chatter chat that you are almost done, you're also going to get a copy of this pattern, because I'm going to give this pattern to everyone that I feel deserve it. Because making a kofte, which is this kind of garment with lots of strand knitting, it's a big deal. And you should get rewarded for just getting as far as you have done. But not until the pattern is done. Which, if you know me, it could take some time, so I'm not giving any promises on that. Or I promise you will get a pattern. But I'm not going to promise when. Probably before fall, at least. So, that was my third work in progress. I'm just going to put that down on the floor. So, now I'm going to move on to Arctic Yarns. And I want to say again, thank you to everyone who has pledged to my Kickstarter page. I started the Kickstarter page, I think I said last time, it was even more scary than putting out my first podcast. It was so terrifying. And I thought, what if no one sees this? What if no one is going to pledge anything? And it will just be on Kickstarter forever as a failed project with no pledge, no supporters, and I would feel really, I don't think I would feel embarrassed, but it wouldn't be a fun feeling or a good feeling. So I am so glad for everyone that has supported me, and you guys, you are the best. I have no idea how to thank you all. I know that many of you will get my yarns. I have said September, that everyone will get their rewards before September. Hopefully I will get it to you before that. But I said September just because I don't really know how the summer will go. But as it is looking now, it will probably be more like July, August. But I'm not promising anything because I don't really know how the summer will go. So I pledged for 10,000 Norwegian kroner, which is about 1,100 American dollars. And I got that within 4 days, which is so amazing. We still have 2 more weeks until the campaign ends, and I decided, also this part was, it was hard to decide because I don't really want to beg for money. But I decided that it was going so good, and it's not really begging because everyone that pledged gets something back. They get yarns back. So I decided that if I reach 20,000, which is the double, I have now reached 12,005. But if I reach 20, I am going to do as I said last week, and I'm going to take the laundry room downstairs in my basement, and I'm going to turn it into a dye studio. I have been talking with my boyfriend about this, and we have agreed that we are going to do that. We are going to do that in week 25, which is in the end of June, because we both have time off to do that then. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you the studio. I'm going to show you the laundry room. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to level out the floor, because the floor is really tilting. To that degree that it's terrible to stand on. You can't really see, I don't think you can see that in the video, but I'm going to level out the floor. I'm going to buy a sink. I'm going to buy like a thing that you have above the stove to, I was going to check out what this was called. I'm going to buy the thing that you put above your stove to get all the fumes and water out. And I'm going to buy a stove top. and that is all I'm going to buy for those money. It's not like I'm going to add a heating system to the floor, even though that would be amazing because it is in the basement, but I'll just wear thick socks, and if I'm going to do that, I'm going to do that for my own money. I don't want your money to redecorate the house. I want it to make a usable, and what I have planned for is it's usable, it's nothing more. I want to take a usable dye studio in my basement so that I can dye more yarns, and because now I'm traveling 40 minutes by car every time I want to dye yarn, and it's really hard to get the time to do that, so dye studio in the basement would be a dream. So hopefully I will reach that dream as well. That would be really, really amazing. And it's not like you are going to pay the whole thing, you guys. I am going to we have the bench. We're going to make a bench, and we have the top for that. I'm also going to have some cabinets, which I have, or is going to get, or going to buy, I'm not sure. I want some shelving. I'm going to paint the room because it is really tired now, and I'm going to do that for my own money. And I am also going to remove a wall. So it's not like I want you to pay for the whole redecorating thing. I have put aside quite a bit of money to that, and I think that I will be able to make the dye studio downstairs sometime. But this will just make it so much sooner, and if this works and and the Kickstarter goes that far, I would actually be able to make a dye studio in my basement this summer, it's just so amazing. This is the stairway down to where I want to make my new dyeing room. So this is my basement. And this is the room that I want to make into a dye studio. Let's see. Fridge is open. So what I want to do, I want to hit this, where is it? That wall on both sides of the door is gonna go, so that the room will be a little bit bigger, and I will get this little area as well. It's really hard to show you, but this is the actual room. So you can see I have my washer and dryer, and I have a fridge and this shelving system. That's what I have done here now. And you can't really see it, but behind this stack of dirty clothes there is running water. We don't have a, let's see if you can see it. There. Here I'm going to put a sink. So that's one of the things that I'm going to buy, is a sink. Another thing that I'm going to do is to make not a shelf, but a bench top from the sink and over the washer and dryer and all the way to that green door that you see there. I have what I need to do that, I just haven't gotten that far yet, so that's not something that the Kickstarter money will go towards, because I already have what I need to do that. On this side, where I now have the fridge, I will build a bench top, which also I have everything I need for, and I will have a avtrekksvifte fan thing to get the fumes out. I don't really know the English word, but I will have that on this wall, and I will have some stove tops. Also, as you can see, there is quite a bit of doorstep here that is going to go, and I'm going to level out the floor. You can see the floor is, you can't really see it, the floor is really tilting now, so it's going to be not completely even, but more even. So that's what I want to do. Yeah, I think that's it. I showed you all the yarns. I'm going to show you again, just a few. Look at this. How could you not love this? These colors are just so amazing. I am so glad I'm going to dye on this yarn. It was so much fun to work with. It's so much fun to knit with. And it smells good. It's just everything you can wish for in yarn. It's pretty. Oh, I am so thankful that I'm going to get to do this. And yeah, I have no words. Thank you everyone so much. I know I said that about 1,000 times now, but thank you. So I'm just going to move on to Arctic living. No, I'm actually thinking. I took on a new client at work this week, which makes my work 50% time, or the time amount that I'm using for work is 20 hours a week, which is, it's approximately, there is a little bit from week to week, but that makes it a 50% thing, so that I could actually live from that, which is amazing. Of course, I do take on a bit extra, but this is now the thing that I would know that I have to do every week, and it feels so good to know that I have enough money to pay the house and food and electricity and stuff like that every month, and it's just amazing to have it. And I took over that client this Wednesday, and I went with not with my new boss, but with a person from that company. We went to work together Wednesday and Thursday to sort of to teach me some tricks and to get to know the things we are going to work with, and it was so amazing. The person is amazing, and I'm really looking forward to doing this job. I think it's going to be so much fun. But because I am being a substitute for another person in my company, I have had quite a bit to do. So I have been working around the clock, it feels like. I worked double, both Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday. Friday I actually worked just 2 or 3 hours. But then I was so tired that I just slept the rest of the day. And Ludvig has been awake in the night, so I haven't gotten much sleep. I've been so tired, that's why I haven't recorded earlier this week. And also I decided that I'm going to start recording when he gets to bed on Sunday evening, because that way I could record and edit on Sunday, and I could, because I can't upload it directly from iMovie for some reason, so I have to export it from iMovie, and then I have to upload it to YouTube. So I export it from iMovie at night, and then in the morning I set it to upload to YouTube while I'm at work. So I have decided that I'm going to do that right after the week goes to sleep, which is about, I usually get started around 8. It is now past 11. Yes, because Ludvig didn't want to sleep. He has been a little bit like that lately. The day was special, and it was because we finished his room. Ludvig is almost 2 years old. He has been living in or sleeping in our bedroom until now, and we just finished his. So my camera just stopped recording because this iPad's memory was full. But as I was saying, Ludvig just is sleeping right now. He's in the room next, beyond the wall, and yeah, I'm so happy to get him in his own room. I really enjoyed having him in our room, but he will probably still come over during the night to sleep the rest of the night with us, and I'm looking forward to getting a good night's sleep. So I don't really think there is much more to say about Arctic living, and I can't really remember what we did yesterday because, well, I was tired. I think I slept most of the day, and today we had Ludvig's godmother and godfather, which is our best friend, come over for dinner, which was really nice. She picked up some fabric here because, as you can see, I have quite a bit, and if you have been following this podcast for a while, you know that I don't really sew much. I have a sewing machine that I got from my grandmother 10 years ago, and I have been using it quite a bit, and I had a short amount of time when I was pregnant where I really enjoyed sewing. So what I did in the middle of the night when Ludvig woke up and I had to breastfeed was ordering fabrics. So I have quite a bit of it. So she came over here and asked if she could buy something for me, and I said, you just go ahead and pick. So she brought some fabric with her and some zippers, and I actually felt like I wanted to sew. So I'm thinking about maybe whipping up some project bags. So you just have to see how that goes, you know. Time and everything, and May is actually quite full for me because of work. I have quite a bit to do, which is good, but also takes away my knitting time. So we'll just have to see how this goes. Hopefully I will be able to still record every Sunday because it is so enjoyable to do that, and I really enjoy getting in touch with you. I'm not sure if I'm going to continue to put up show notes because they take quite a bit of time, so I'm not sure, maybe I will just put the videos onto Ravelry instead of the show notes. I will only put the videos up, and you could just ask if there's anything you wonder about, or yeah, I'm not sure. There's definitely not going to be any show notes this week. But let me know if you feel like if you enjoyed the show notes, then let me know and I will definitely keep on doing them. I'm just not sure if anybody is actually reading those, so let me know what you think, if I should continue doing show notes. So, I think that's it for now, and I'm just going to say bye because I already have half an hour and it is almost midnight and I'm going to edit this tomorrow morning, so I'm going to go to bed now. Thank you all for watching, thank you all for supporting my Kickstarter, thank you to everyone who has been buying art from me, to everyone who has been reaching out, to everyone who has been chatting with me on Instagram, Ravelry, email or other social media. I'm actually on Facebook, which I'm not very active on. And I'll just thank you for being there. And I'm so happy to get to know you all. So I will talk to you again next week. Bye.